Why, hi everybody. It is Sunday. How's everybody today? I had sent away for some little photo albums because I had a bunch of loose ones. So, I have one of the baby. Y'all know about Elizabeth. I won't show you those pictures, but she was a doll as a baby, that's for sure. And then, I have a whole bunch of, you know, pictures from over the years, and this was our wedding in 1980. When did we get married? I want to say 83, somewhere around there. Dave and I met on Friday, August 13th, 1982. So this had to be either probably 83 because we had moved to Florida from New York. So that was our photo. This was a very early photo as well. I was like 118, 19 pounds then. I was a cutie at the time. I mean, I'm still cute, but I'm just very fat now. That happens though. And then here's another one of us. We're so cute together. And then these are going to be the Nashville days, okay? When I was performing in the bar. So that's Dave and I. And then this is my favorite picture of Dave and I in 1982. So sweet. And then here's another picture of us at the bar in Nashville. And then here's another picture. I'm so glad I had these. Because you know I lost all those photo albums when I left Sevierville. There's Dave. This is the night we went to see Reba McEntire. We had just moved to Nashville, and it was like a Blockbuster store that was doing a raffle for Reba's show. And I was the first in line, and I got front row seats to Reba. I mean, we could literally touch her. That's how close we were. So this is a little bit of Music Row in Nashville, right there. Here's another picture. Back when LeAnn Rimes had just started. There's that one. And this is Patsy Cline's last house that she lived in. So, a lot of history from Nashville. And then I just start out with my animals. We had Storm. He was a blue Russian. He lived to be 14. And this was Licorice. We named her Licorice. She looks a lot like Vivi did. And that's Storm again. Storm was he was our soulmate. He really was. He was such a good cat. And there he is again. And that's Licorice and Storm together. Cute pictures. There's Dave out Percy Priest Lake, I think that was called. And then pictures of me performing. Here's one. I did the talent show at Dollywood. And then we did a tour of the Ryman. So took a picture of me up at the microphone. And then we just go through the years. You know, everything else is just family photos, my sister's graduation, and then these are my graduation pictures. So, yeah, it was just fun doing this. That was my paternal grandmother that I miss so much. And down there was my maternal grandmother, my sister Kim. And for you old timers, if you remember Eddie Fisher, my dad was the biggest Eddie Fisher fan. So we met him when we were up at the Poconos and we saw one of his shows. The man was like in his 70s and he still sang absolutely beautiful. He had the most beautiful male voice I've ever heard, for sure. And then this is my daddy. I miss him so much. Yeah. There's Daddy and my sister. And then we just go over to very, very early on in my life, my cousins. Look how cute I was. Gosh, I wish I was that thin again. There we go. And just, that was a cutie. And then just the rest are all family photos. Me and my best friend Kathy. And then, of course, we go into Keith Urban. I've been a big fan of his forever. And I'm sad that I won't see this tour. It'll be the first tour I've ever missed. But these are some of my mementos from the shows that I went to. So there's that. And I've got tickets in here from his shows. And then there's Louis Capaldi. I saw him in 2023. So that's my little photo album. And over there's my baby. And I never could have children. So that's why it's such a big deal to me about the baby. You know, I think it would have been different if I could have conceived. But the fact that I could not, and this young woman took advantage of us like that, was just really not good. So that's just something you don't get over. And I never will. And I'll never forget either. Sorry. I know it's her child, but it was very, very cruel what they did. So, anywho, that was my Sunday for today. I'm going to go eat some charcoal hamburgers. Oh my God. They were half frozen. I don't even know they're going to be edible. I cooked them for like 30 minutes because they were half frozen, but I'm sure, God, they're hard as a rock. That was not a good thing. That was a fail. Alrighty, guys. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. It's a beautiful day here. Hi, Winnie. She's hiding. There she is. All right, everybody. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.